everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. What do I have on my desk today? Well, I'm excited about this one because this is Alice in Wonderland. Now, this is the new journaling J.O.Y from Create with Scrimping Mommy. This is our September kit and it's Alice. I'm so excited about this one. So I am going to do a couple different things. I just wanted to show you this really awesome Alice Adventures in Wonderland book. I had gotten this from when my father passed away and I was going through all his old books. I had found this one, and this I think he got from someone else. I don't think he owned it, but December 24, 2028. But I loved it. I'm like, oh, it's Alice. I had to actually go look up the date, and if I remember correctly, it was 1919, because this is not, it doesn't have a copyright anywhere. But look at the pictures. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Now, I'm not going to rip this book apart, obviously. It is falling apart in some places. I don't want to necessarily rip it apart, but gosh, do I want to use some of the stuff out of here as well. I want to do some copying, which it's out of copyright now, so I can do that legally. I can do that. Not to sell or anything, just to use in my own, oh look, because I don't want to cut this up. But anyway, here is a page, and here's Alice, and here is her, you know, sort of original, you know, picture done here, only obviously, you know, changed up and colored in and everything. But isn't that cool? So anyway, might be using some copied elements of that book. Also, I'm not going to go through all of the papers, but because I'm going to link Amanda's stuff in the description box, which will have a link to this kit as well as all of her shops. It won't have a link to this kit. I'm sorry, the video about this kit. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all the papers, but I have printed everything and I've gotten all of my papers together. So I have shown in the past, I go through and I print what I want to go in sequence, like page, this is my cover. And I did remember to copy this on the cardstock. This is going to be number 2. This is number 3. And then I turn everything over and then I go through and pop back through what I want on the other side. So I'm going to pop that in right here. Okay, in the meantime, I wanted to show you, this is a set of cards that I think a couple of years ago, Amanda had done a card challenge, and each week she would give us a theme and 4 cards that we had to do, and Alice was one of them. So this is what I came up with my theme, and I thought, oh, this is so cool. Now I can use it in my book. But my brain went, you know what? These colors are so bright, and I wanted the more muted colors. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this first video about making new playing cards. And I'm going to encourage all of Amanda's subscribers, as this will be going on her Facebook page, get your cards out, look at Amanda's video, watch this video, and let's see what you can do with Alice on your cards. All right, so first I'm going to need to get these gessoed. I believe that was the way I had done these. And then I did some stamping. So I'm going to get that started. And I wanted to show you some of the stamps I think I'm going to use in this as well. So I have a few stamps, but this is where the cup came from with the die cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this out more out of the paper, and then I'll die cut it out. Gosh, I could do that. And these are like little tags, like for the eat me. Oh yeah, or drink me. And I want a bottle. Ooh, that could be the bottle though. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to use that. And then I had this one, and I liked these. I'm not sure I'll use this one because I have this one, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I might use this somewhere in the pages on the cards, not really sure. And then this one was perfect because it's got the cards, all the playing cards in the hearts and the dice, and that would be good. I think that'll be a nice stamp on some of the cards after I get them gessoed. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then this one, I don't know if I'm going to gesso her all. I don't know if I'm going to do maybe some paper and make this a tag for writing, or a little journal spot. So anyway, I've got some plans. Stay tuned. I'm going to get my gesso, and another thing I'm going to do, just real quick before I move on, is I'm going to print some of the backing like this for my cards. I'm going to print this for my cards, and there was 2 of these. Yeah, this color. Let's see. This would be great for the cards, and I'm going to dig in my stash because I know I have clocks and stuff. So anywho, that's sort of the idea, and I'm going to see what I can come up with. I encourage you to see what you can come up with, and I'm going to get my stuff together and we're going to play. Okay, so I've covered my surface. I'm going to gesso these. I think once they're gessoed, if you want to put something on the back, I would suggest doing it like something for writing. If you want to make these like little writing tags, I would do it before everything else gets on. It just makes it easier. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use them as writing. I think so, but if not, I can still always, you know, glue them down. But first I need to get them gessoed. I did go ahead and run some 2 to a page of these 2 papers, so they would be, I didn't really need a full sheet, but then I can rip pieces and put them on, sort of as you see here, kind of ripped around. And then I also did 2 to a page for this one, because, and these, I didn't want to waste my paper, so I did extra. But I wanted to get the Mad Hatter, so I wanted to make him smaller. I can cut around here. And get him smaller onto a card. And then the stopwatch, you know, I can get that onto a card. The drink me, so I have a lot to work with. And then Alice, I wanted to put Alice, you know, on a card too. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm going with that, but let's get these gessoed up first. I decided to go ahead and gesso this one as well, and I'm just using Delta. I've had this forever. It still works. This is just going to tone it down, and then I may do some stamping. So anyway, let me get that going. It's a pretty easy process, and you can use a blow dryer or your heat gun, and I want to get it thin. I don't want it super thick, because I want to be able to see that is an Ace of Hearts, but I just want to tone it down. Yeah, I went a little bit thick on this one. So let me get some of that off of there. And yeah, super easy. I don't do messy projects hardly ever. I don't like just all the paint and stuff, but I'm actually working on some wood projects right now. I just had to step away. Every once in a while I step away from paper crafting, and then I like to do some wood, but when I do it all at once, because if I'm going to paint, I'm going to spend a couple days just painting, and when I lay my projects out, I will put little notes on them, like what was this intended for, because if it's a week before I get back to it, then I don't want to have to, oh, what was I going to use this for? So, all right, so I have those gessoed. We're going to get those dry, and then start maybe ripping some paper. It's like maybe, yeah, we'll start figuring it out. I'm going to start figuring out where I want Alice, the White Rabbit, the Mad Hatter. Yeah, I'll start figuring that out, and then we'll get those. Okay, so I've gotten all my cards gessoed. I got everything cut up and ripped up. I'll get to that in a minute. And then on each card, I decided to do a little bit of stenciling. I started to go through my stuff, so I went a different route than what I thought I would. So I just found this Tim Holtz, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to do a little bit of stenciling and see what that looks like. There's always a fear I have, like I'm probably going to mess it up, and then it's, you know, I'm going to ruin the hearts that I have, but you know, you just got to get over it and do it. I don't think you can mess it up. You just go with it. You just do something different or go with it the way it is. So I didn't really think about it too much. So that just gave it like a little more depth. And then I took the stamp and let's see, I ended up taking a little bit of the stamp, because this is the right way up. This is another thing, is you need to check your card. I did back them, so check your card that everything's going the right way, because this is going to be my corner up here. So I just put a little bit towards the top, and then I didn't want it to be super dark, so I stamped off. Get my paper. So I just stamped off, and then I put it up in some of the corners, just to give it a little more depth. Okay, then let me bring in sort of what I have ready to go. So I have this one, and I have ripped this paper. I'm going to get all those inked up. This one's going to go here. Then I have the king, and I'm going to put the Mad Hatter on the king, because he's kind of the king of the crackpots. It's the way I saw it anyway. And then I'm going to take the Joker, or not the Joker, the Jack, and the White Rabbit is going to go here. And then, of course, Alice had to be A for Alice. You couldn't do Alice any other way. Don't know why. I just put him there because, yeah. And then I'm going to put this one here. Okay. And then I'm going to start, I'm going to ink the edges of these and start putting everything together. And then I'll come back with the finished one. And then, like I said, I did back all of these so that these can be written on. So I'm going to get these finished up and give you a final result. I'll be back. Okay, here they are. They're all done. They're ready to go in my journal when I start working on that. But I think they came out really cool. Really happy with them. I lost a little bit of the queen, you know, a little bit here. Did maybe just a little bit too much, but that's okay. I still like the way that came out. And now they are ready when I start to assemble my journal. So here it is. I'm putting a challenge out to all of Amanda's Ko-fi subscribers who got the Alice kit, or even if you didn't get the Alice kit and you wanted to do something else, get your cards out and do something and post it on the Facebook page. I'm challenging you. Let's see them. Bye everyone. Have a great day.